program is produced and broadcast with the permission of and authorization from the Plano Independent School District. It is under the direction of and is copywritten by Sports Sounds Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, including any or all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Sports Sounds Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Sports Sounds Radio and SportsSoundsRadio.com. This is a Sports Sounds Radio presentation.
New era of Plano East Panther football is upon us, and Randy Jackson's club is shot out of the gate to a 2-0 mark here in 2013. Back-to-back wins over Garland and Naaman Forest bring us to the third of 5 non-district ball games for the Panthers this season, and a nice test against a familiar foe. The Panthers in their high-octane offense and their quick-striking quarterback Miles Thompson will be going up against a Berkner Ram team which has long been a foe of the Plano ISD schools. Jim Ledford, in his 13th year at Berkner, he's seen it all. He's gone up against the best of the best. And tonight he will pose a formidable challenge against the Panthers in their quest to maintain their perfect record here in Randy Jackson's first season on the east side of town. So can they continue this unbelievable start to the season against a tough Rams team that'll fight you tooth and nail for every yard for 48 minutes? It's Berkner at Plano East, and it's coming your way next right here on KBCE. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Tom Kimbrough Stadium, the site of what is going to be a great ball game here tonight between the Plano East Panthers and the Berkner Rams. My name is Thomas Lee. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances presentation of Plano East Panther football here on KBCE AM 1160. That's KBCE Highland Park, Dallas-Fort Worth's Business Authority. Tonight, I have the pleasure of welcoming into the booth Kyle Sims, friend of mine who has significant playing experience, not only high school here in the area, but also in college at Harvard. And tonight, coming into this ball game, I know the one thing that's really you're going to be most impressed with is the speed at which these offensive linemen have to get downfield, because this East offense is like lightning shot out of a bottle.
Absolutely, Thomas. I'm looking forward to seeing this high-octane team get after it, and you're right. It's going to be incumbent upon the offensive line and everybody to be hustling downfield and blocking for their men, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got in store for us.
One of the biggest changes in high school football over the last dozen years or so is the way that spread attack has gone from being soft and throw it all the time. The big uglies like you, they still get to get out there and get hat on hat and push some people around, and I'm sure that's something, this Plano East offense, it's averaging over 165 yards per game on the ground, and that's something that's really key to their success, being balanced.
Absolutely. Balance is key, and I tell you, with the high-octane multiple play offense, it is really impressive to see the athleticism of these young guys and how they've evolved, how they developed. They're really reaping the benefits of all the work they put in the offseason to get ready for this type of game this evening, especially in this heat, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
All right, looking forward to a great ball game tonight. The Plano East Panthers are on KBCE AM 1160 and SportsSoundsRadio.com. This broadcast of Plano ISD football is sponsored by the following: Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances on Main Street in downtown Allen, serving the folks of Collin County for more than 50 years. By Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service Center, 2208 Midway Road in Plano. By Lisa Feldhaus Photography, portrait artist of photography. Online at Lisa Feldhaus, that's Feldhaus, FELTHOUS.com. By Flat Shell Auto Service and Repair on Preston Road and I-635. Plano ISD football is a presentation of KBCE AM 1160, SportsSoundsRadio.com, and Champion Sports Radio. We'll continue on with more of the Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service Center pregame show after this timeout. It'll feature interviews with both head coaches. My conversation with Plano East head coach Randy Jackson will follow my pregame interview with Berkner Rams head coach Jim Ledford. So we continue in a moment here from Tom Kimbrough Stadium on the Rodenbaugh's Flooring American Appliances presentation of Plano East Panther football on KBCE.
Located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Creative, spontaneous, passionate. These are words that Lisa Feldhaus of Lisa Feldhaus Photography uses to describe her approach to life and photography. Lisa specializes in fine art portraiture, and high school senior portrait photography is one of Lisa's favorite venues of expression. Lisa offers top-quality professional service and a satisfaction guarantee. Connect with Lisa online to see her inspiring work or make an appointment at facebook.com/Lisa Feldhaus Photography. That's Lisa, Felthous Photography.
Shell experts here to talk about the protective shield you see at Shell stations all over the country.
Featuring us.
It's there to remind you that no other gasoline protects your engine better than Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Now with 20% more cleaning agents than before.
Performance-robbing gunk doesn't stand a chance because your intake valves and fuel injectors are protected.
Actively shielded.
Hence the big protective shield here.
So try Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines today. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management. The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
And welcome back here to Tom Kimbrough Stadium. The Rodenbaugh's Flooring American Appliances pregame show continues on. Thomas Lee now joined by the head coach of the Berkner Rams, Jim Ledford. And, Coach, it's such an interesting way that high school football goes. You know, you guys have some great seasons, and then all of a sudden, you know, a couple injuries here, a couple injuries there, and life gets a whole lot more difficult. And I know that this year is no different for you, trying to play musical chairs with your quarterback situation. A really talented young man in C.J. Jones. And I know you'd rather have C.J. out there at receiver, but he's doing everything he can for the team right now to help him win, isn't he?
There's no question about it. C.J. Has a great attitude. He knows that we're playing him out of position a little bit, but he also knows in order for him to touch the ball a little bit, he needs to have it snapped to him because we'd have trouble getting it to him if he was playing receiver.
He's also working with an offensive line. You do have one guy back from last year, your left tackle, Taylor Tokar, but outside of that, you got a bunch of fresh faces up there in the front line. They do have 2 games under their belt, and I'm sure they're getting better with each week, aren't they?
They are. They've really, really come along. In our first scrimmage, we thought we were going to be fine. All of a sudden, the lights turn on in a real game, and we realized how young we were and how inexperienced we were and the fact that, you don't always know. And then all of a sudden, we had a little come-to-Jesus meeting from the way we played. We had to come back in with our pads on Saturday after the South Garland game, and we didn't touch a football. We just seemed to run for the next hour and a half. And you know what? It's amazing how we all seem to get it the next week, and then we come out and we play really, really well against North last week. And so the kids bounce back, and hopefully we'll keep that momentum rolling this week, and we'll do what we're coached to do.
Well, on the defensive side of things, you've had a little bit of turnover. You're no stranger to this. Over the year, you've had coordinators go on to become head coaches at other stops. It happened to you last year in Dave Handel going down to Galena Park. So new co-defensive coordinators taking over. Are we going to see the same Rams defense we're used to seeing?
Yes, you'll see basically the same. The coaches were on my staff last year, and I coached Coach Walker whenever I was at Madisonville. He came with me whenever I came up here after going to the Air Force Academy, and Coach Sellers is a longtime coach here on the Berkner staff even before I got here. And those guys have just sort of worked their way through. We wanted to keep some continuity within the staff. We didn't want to change the whole scheme. Our kids play to that a little bit better than just changing a whole scheme. So we promoted those guys, and you're right. I've had several coaches be able to go on and get head coaching jobs, and I'm happy for them, and they're all having success, and that's the name of the game. You know, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with, and I've been fortunate to have some really, really good coaches around me and with me, and hopefully Coach Sellers and Coach Walker can continue that tradition here.
To help them out, you got a couple of your linebackers back and a couple of really good ones too. Talk about how they really set the tone for your defense.
Well, Tristan Robertson is a 3-year starter for us, and you know, the key for us and what we do is whether our defensive front can keep people off of him, and that's the key for our whole scheme. If we're able to keep those big old offensive linemen that Plano East roll out there off of Tristan, we'll have a chance to play. If they get up to him, we'll struggle a little bit. So our front four needs to come alive and play really, really well against a really, really talented offensive line that Plano East is throwing out there. And then all of a sudden you get into a situation where, you know, you're not getting pressure, and, you know, you want to bring some extra people. Next thing you know, they'll start screening us to death, and, you know, you sort of pick your poison. And I think Coach Jackson has done a really, really good job with, you know, keeping a lot of the same stuff that Coach Ringo had while he was there offensively. And the kids are just playing really, really well, really consistent, and it'll be a challenge for the Rams to not slow those guys down.
The other thing about going up against this new-look Plano East attack is you better get ready really fast, right, Coach? Because they don't give you a lot of time between snaps when they have the ball.
No, they're really fast. They play fast, and they try to wear you down, and they do a good job of it. And about the time you think you've got them figured out and you're trying to catch your breath a little bit, they're back off with another play. And but you know, that's the way things are going right now, and you have to play a lot of people, and those that have are able to shuffle people in and out seem to be doing much, much better than those of us that may not have as many people to get out there. I know one thing, we better be ready because they're coming at us, that's for sure.
Coach, always appreciate the time year after year when we're covering the Berkner Rams. Wish you guys the best of luck tonight against Plano East.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That's Jim Ledford, the head coach of the Berkner Rams. When we come back here to Tom Kimbrough Stadium, we'll have a conversation with Randy Jackson, the new head coach of the Plano East Panthers. That's when we continue in a moment on the Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances pregame show here on KVCE.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Quick Car Willow Bend, lube and service at 2208 Midway Road in Plano, doesn't do just oil change and lube service. You can keep your car, truck, or SUV running right with regular preventive maintenance of brakes, wheel alignment, AC systems, and more. They now sell all major brands of tires, and their chief mechanic is SAE certified with 20 years experience in auto repair. Family owned and operated, Quick Car Willow Bend is committed to making sure your family members are treated like their family members. At 2208 Midway Road, just south of Plano Parkway in Plano.
Peak Physical Therapy of Plano was opened in 2007 by colleagues and longtime friends Steve Cole and Steve Long. The Steves, both Steves, call the East Side home. Peak Plano sets itself apart by providing cutting-edge techniques and technology delivered in a fun environment. The secret is out. Quality health care is now close to home.
Thanks, Plano, for your support since 2007.
Now come see the Steves.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org. And welcome back to the Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliance pregame show. Thomas Lee now joined by the head coach of the Plano East Panthers, Randy Jackson, in his 14th season as a head coach, his first here with the Plano East Panthers. And Coach, first of all, welcome to the neighborhood. And I know everybody on the east side of Plano, there's been a buzz since you stepped aboard and took charge of this ship. Talk a little bit about how crazy this summer was trying to get up to speed.
This summer was crazy, no doubt. I mean, just finally getting moved over here and all, hiring a few coaches, but probably the biggest struggle was just getting to learn all these kids. And but now we feel like our feet's on the ground, and once football season started, it kind of got a little easier.
With all the middle schools, the 9-10 schools, the kids you have here at East, there are more football players under your command than there were kids in the school of the first probably couple of stops you made on your coaching trek. Talk a little bit about how different it was from the days of places like Mason and DeKalb and stuff like that to where you are now.
Well, I just think it's a miracle. You know, my first job was 115 kids in high school, and it's just a neat deal. I mean, we have a coaches meeting now, and there's 42 coaches. And that's really what drew me here was the 4 middle schools, just all the kids that felt like we can get in our system, and that'll be the big key to it is if everybody's running the same exact plays and using the same terminology 7 through 12, then you got a chance to really build something special, and that's what just made it where I just couldn't say no to an opportunity like this.
One of the things that fans are going to really get to notice this year is, I don't know if you have a goal for a number of plays you want to have in each game, but I'm sure you've got a goal for how quick you snap the ball after that whistle goes off. Tell fans a little bit about your mentality and what you're trying to get done with the offense.
Yeah, we do have a goal. We want to snap the ball at least 75 times, and the first week we were at 79, and this last week we were at 83, so we were really proud of that. But we're trying to snap the ball pretty much as quick as we can. I say this jokingly, but really I'm not smart enough to think about a play call too long anyway, so I'm just going to call it and we're going to snap it. And but our kids are used to it. I think it's hard to replicate for our opponents in practice. But yeah, if you come out to the games, you'll really notice. I mean, I was kind of watching the internet broadcast the other night, and they were trying to do replays, and you just can't do it with our offense. I mean, as soon as that ball's down, we're going to snap it, and our kids are in shape, and it's a great mentality to have.
A few players coming back on your offensive side of things. Obviously, having 4 of 5 offensive linemen returning has got to be a huge help, and a running back and a receiver as well that all have a lot of experience at the high school varsity level. Talk a little bit about the transition for those guys and also bringing in some new faces.
You know, our kids have really done a good job of adapting. There were some growing pains early. It really wasn't so much with the schemes and all, but just the pace of practice and just for us to play the way we just kind of use the term like we practice and play like our hair is on fire. And so it is easier with seniors. You know, they've just been they're just a little bit more mature and all, and those kids have been in the fight. And our kids here, you know, the kids that were on the varsity last year, they got their you know, they're on the wrong end of a few games that they really want some redemption for. And so all in all, you know, I feel like it's been a work in progress, but it is nicer to have kids with that varsity experience.
You also have it defensively in the front 7, where 5 of the front 7 have played and logged some significant time, both as starters and contributors. A little bit of different kind of scheme, but still, you got a bunch of guys flying around to the ball trying to make plays.
Yes, sir. We feel like we probably have a little more depth on defense. But, again, you know, Coach Collins, our D-line coach, thinks this could be as good a group as he's had. He's been here 6 years. And so we feel good about our front 7 and our secondary also. But, yeah, we've got some kids who it's a big adjustment from Thursday to Friday night. And it's nice to have those guys in the trenches on both sides who with some experience on Friday night.
Obviously, talking about the Berkner Rams, your opponent tonight here at Clark Field. Calvin Jones is their quarterback. He was a starter last year at wide receiver, has moved over, and he is a pretty special athlete. He's kind of the straw that stirs their drink, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the real deal. I mean, he'll play at the next level at probably back at receiver again. But we have to know where Calvin is. We have to account for him in a lot of things, and he's a special player, and it'll be a big challenge to try to stop him.
Obviously, tonight the goal is always to win the ball game, but you're going through a process right now. I'm sure you have other goals in mind. Give me 1 or 2 of those tonight, aside from winning the ball game, that you want to see out of the Panthers.
Probably the biggest thing, just right off the top of my head, is the penalties. We really are harping on penalties in practice and this and that, and so we need to cut down on our penalties. Just mental mistakes in general. You know, again, it's just our 3rd game, so. You know, some of that stuff is to kind of be expected. The penalties not, but we just want to keep improving, and really we're still searching on just putting the right kids in the right places. We still have a few positions that we're still moving kids around. So every game is huge just for us to be able to evaluate and make sure we got the kids where they're supposed to be.
Well, Coach, there's been a huge buzz since you've taken over. Everybody's excited to have you here. We're excited to call our first game of your Plano East career tonight. Best of luck against Berkner.
Thank you so much. I'm very honored to be here, and we're going to give our all to Plano East tonight.
That's Randy Jackson, the head coach of the Plano East Panthers. When we come back here to Tom Kimbrough Stadium, we'll have tonight's starting lineups and the opening kickoff, all of that right around the corner as we continue with the Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliance pregame show here on KVCE.
And welcome back here to Tom Kimbrough Field. Thomas Lee here with you. Apologize for the technical difficulties, but I think we're back. And so are the Panthers. After the touchdown drive, the kickoff goes all the way down to the 8-yard line. And the return man had to go to a knee to field it. So that's where the drive will begin for Berkner, their own 8-yard line. Fortuitous turn of events there. Inside give on the zone read. And some running room off the left side, trying to spin out. Close to a first down on the play. Great blocking by the left side of the line. Hard running by Kadarius Edwards as the junior is going to take it out close to the 19, and it will be enough for a Berkner first down.
I'll tell you, Edwards did a good job there finding the cutback lane. Had some room there to his backside, getting downfield. Nice run.
First down and 10 at the 19. Fake on the end around. Quarterback Jones is going to keep it right up the gut. He is going to be hit and knocked off his feet, but not before he scampers for 11 yards. Brought down by number 11, Adi Amatoso. And the Rams, after, hold the phone, we've got a sideline warning, and this is against Plano East. So the play will stand to the 30, and then the penalty, 5 yards, will be marked off after that. It'll be first down and 10 for the Rams with 6:29 left to go here in the first half. East up 14-7, but Berkner has the ball and back-to-back first downs to begin the drive. First down and 10 on their own 35. 2-by-2 spread for the quarterback Jones. Brings Terrell in motion, fake to him, pass over the middle. It's intercepted! Picked off by Landis Durham.
Wow.
He's going the other way, down the right side, inside the 20, forced out inside the 15, and finally knocked out of bounds around the 12-yard line. Landis Durham, a sophomore starter last year, now with the experience, the explosiveness, and a big turnover forced there by the Panther linebacker.
Phenomenal play there by Durham. Heads-up play, just spying there in the middle of the coverage. Saw the ball, great athleticism, catching and getting good 15, 20 yards on the return.
First down and 10. Panthers have it. This is serious plus territory, folks. At the Ram 13. Double pass. Goes to Mariello on the left flat. Now he just turns and runs and is going to get maybe a yard out of it. Didn't want to force it into the end zone as he was looking for Franks. Great coverage, though, by Tyrone Randall as he never left his side. Mariello, backup quarterback last year at times, did the smart thing, held on to it, and it'll be a 1-yard gain. Second down now and 9 from the left hash. Inside give, trying to gash him between the tackles, still on his feet, down close to the 5-yard line. Wills hard running. He's going to get close to 6 on the play and bring up third down.
These big guys up front are really doing a great job of firing off the ball, driving their opponents back a couple yards, and giving some running room to their running backs.
Third down and 2 from the 5, and whistles will blow this play dead before we get going. Officials are going to try to sort things out. It's going to be a false start against Plano East. Move it from the 5 back to the 10. Third down now and 8 for the Panthers. And I think with the way that Coach Jackson's reputation precedes him, I'd say this is probably 2-down territory. Wouldn't you say, partner?
Absolutely. I don't think he's got field goal on his mind at all. 2 down all the way.
Thompson in a shotgun set. 3 receivers left. That's the short side of the field. Going for the fade to the right side. Miscommunication as the receiver ran a curl.
Yep.
And Thompson, the quarterback, threw it to the back corner.
Yeah, he was looking at the back corner of the end zone there. Nice job by the corner over there. He's on an island. You got trips to the short side of the field. Really leaves your cornerback on there, one-on-one coverage. Great job shielding him off, not letting him get outside.
No gain on the play. 4th and 8 at the 10. And exactly what we thought wasn't going to happen. Coach Jackson sends out the field goal unit. So Antonu will approach this one. He'll put it down at the 17. 27-yard field goal. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Plenty of leg on this one, and it's good. 27-yard field goal for Daniel Antonu. His first field goal of the season. 5:16 left to go here in the first half. East now up by 10, 17-7 on Berkner. Listen to the Road Boss Flooring American Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football here on KBCE.
Credit the Rams defense there. We call that the sudden.
Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service at 2208 Midway Road in Plano doesn't do just oil change and lube service. You can keep your car, truck, or SUV running right with regular preventive maintenance of brakes, wheel alignment, AC systems, and more. They now sell all major brands of tires, and their chief mechanic is SAE certified with 20 years experience in auto repair. Family owned and operated, Quick Car Willow Bend is committed to making sure your family members are treated like their family members. At 2208 Midway Road, just south of Plano Parkway in Plano. Creative, spontaneous, passionate. These are words that Lisa Feldhaus of Lisa Feldhaus Photography uses to describe her approach to life and photography. Lisa specializes in fine art portraiture, and high school senior portrait photography is one of Lisa's favorite venues of expression. Lisa offers top-quality professional service and a satisfaction guarantee. Connect with Lisa online to see her inspiring work or make an appointment at facebook.com/Lisa Feldhaus Photography. That's Lisa, Felthous Photography.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShopboxDFW.com today. ShopboxDFW.com. First down and 10 for Berkner on their own 35. Here's a give up the middle, and a great job of hanging on for a tackle there as Corbett is able to bring down Taylor after a modest gain on the play. Check that, actually, Kadarius Edwards on the run for 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6. Thomas Lee here with you along with Kyle Sims. We got a 17-7 ball game. Plano East on top with the Berkner Rams. Rams driving with the ball, though, on their own 39-yard line. Second down and 6. Zone read keeper by the quarterback, and Jones gets a first down, then is hit hard and dropped. It's going to be a 10-yard gain on the play. Huge tackle made by Amotoso, but it will be enough for a first down.
You really got to admire that foreign tackle in the open field. The running back gets by Amotoso there. It's all the way home to touchdown, so great heads-up play by him.
Snap back, handoff, end around. It's a tackle for a loss. Great job of staying with his responsibilities. Austin Corbett brings down the ball carrier for a loss of 5 on the play. Nowhere for Puccio to go, and it'll be second down now and 15.
Excellent job there, staying home, really handling and contain, not letting him get around him.
Second down and 15 from the right hash, and flags come flying before anything really can get going. And a false start is going to be the call. And this is one of the new rules. There's no microphone for the referee tonight, but when there is a microphone, you realize that in high school now in Texas, you're allowed to identify the player. How would you have felt as a sophomore or wherever you were when you finally got up to varsity?
I probably would have heard my name plenty of times over the loudspeaker, so I don't know how I feel about that.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Second down and 20 from the 39. Tunnel screen left side. Catch is made by Weaver. Tries to reverse field. Good gain on the play. He's going to get close to 9 as he brought down at the 48-yard line by Corbett, Polish and company. Third down now and 11. A nice job to pick up about half of what they needed to make it third and somewhat manageable.
Excellent pursuit there by the backside of the D. Not running to where the player is at the time, but getting downfield and making the play, heading him off from a big gain.
Third down and 11, 3:15 and counting left to go here in the first half. East up 17-7. Berkner trying to climb back into it. Running around the left side, the quarterback Jones scampers out of bounds. Was escorted there. Landis Durham did the smart thing, didn't knock the quarterback out, but made sure that Jones did step out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down and 5 now for the Rams at the Panther 46-yard line. You think Coach Ledford's thinking about going for it here?
You know, I was just wondering about that. Kind of no man's land here, just on your side of the field, but electing here to play the field position game and put it back in the corner of the close to the end zone, just like he did a couple punts ago.
Back deep in punt formation is Tanner Lane.
Always got to be aware of the fake, but no fake here.
Good pass back to him. Heavy rush, but he gets it off. Very high punt. A fantastic job diving forward by Mariello with a fingertip catch at his own 18-yard line. He had to run up into the teeth of the Ram coverage unit. Was able to not muff this one. Great job with the sure hands. And with 3 minutes left to go here in the first half, Panthers will take over, up 17-7.
Excellent concentration there on behalf of the receiver. That's a lot harder than you may think.
First down and 10, Thompson and company. Check that long. The backup now in the ball game, and he's going to hand off up the middle Out across the 25 to the 29. Gain of 11 on the play for Jaquan Douglas as the junior picks up a Plano East Panther first down. This first down brought to you by Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service Center, 2208 Midway Road in Plano. On first down, pass left side. Franks immediately swarmed, trying to set up a little bubble screen, but good tackling there by the Berkner Ram defense. Charles Sanders on the stop holds Franks to a 1-yard gain.
I got my eye on Bordeaux and Bishop in there. They're doing a great job of getting up to the next level, shielding those linebackers off, giving their running backs room to get upfield.
2 receivers right. That's the wide side of the field. 2 to the left. Zone read play. Long going for the skinny post. Great defense, though, as Travion Pugh gets his mid up there. Pokes it out of the grasp of Mariello. Incompletion will bring up 3rd down and 9 now. Panthers on their own 30, 2:22 left to go first half. East trying to add to their 10-point lead. Long, the senior, in a shotgun on 3rd and 9. Good protection. Pass dragging across is Franks. Takes some contact, spins, may have enough for the first down. We do have penalty flags down at the line of scrimmage, though. It's going to be really close, right at the line to gain, but hold the phone. We got some laundry to sort out first.
Looks like that's going to be a on the Rams there. Saw them jump off sides. Got a little eager, understandably so, against this high-powered Plano East offense.
Yeah, they normally snap it so quickly. You just assume the ball's ready to go. You're ready to go, too. But
absolutely.
Offside is the call. They're going to look and see if the play results in a first down or not. Coach Jackson pacing the sideline, looking to get the word from our officiating crew. And while we have a second, let's go down to the field. We haven't introduced the 3rd member of our broadcast crew. Perry Watkins down there patrolling the sideline for us, and he's going to be coming up with an interview with Coach Jackson in just a minute. Perry, how are things down the sideline right now?
Things are doing good. We've got a homecoming vibe here on the Plano East side. All the players are up. They're getting hyped. They're jumping up, ready to play some football.
All right, Perry, we'll check in again with you here right before the half, 2 minutes and 15 seconds away, and Perry will have a conversation with Randy Jackson, the head coach of the Panthers. He's got to be pleased in a lot of what's gone on in this first half, but knowing Coach Jackson, there's a lot left to improve upon.
Typical coach, man. Always wanting to take advantage of the opportunities to improve, but like you said, Thomas, a lot of great things to build on. You know, listening to Perry here, this is a great environment, a great atmosphere. You got a homecoming, you got the big mums. My wife, who's not from Texas, was a little bit confused the first time she saw that first high school football game here in Texas. But I told her, honey, it's part of the tradition, and it's a lot of fun.
Back when you and I were in high school, you could actually, the girls could still pin it to their shirts. I mean, you know, they'd attach it to their undergarments and so forth. But tonight I'm walking in, they're just wearing them like leis around their neck, like we're in Hawaii or something. They're not even messing around anymore.
Well, I tell you, you know, they've gone from the single mom to now it's, you know, you got 5 or 6 moms. It's something else. It's a lot of fun.
Always a big night for a young person. Oh, we have it was not enough for the first down, and so the offside penalty will be marked off. And we'll replay second down now, except for the line of scrimmage is the 35-yard line. So the Panthers will have it. Second down and 4.
Look up here at the top side, we got trips to the left.
3 receivers to the left. Simmons all alone wide right. That's the short side of the field. Long in a shotgun set on 3rd down and 4. Long count. Now a look back to the sideline, and Long will get the adjustment from the coaches. In fact, that'll include a timeout taken by Coach Jackson. We'll take it as well. 2:15 left to go here in the first half. East up by 10, 17-7 over Berkner. You're listening to the Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football on KBCE.
Located at 102 West Main Street in Allen has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
You make plans for just about everything. The weekend, vacation, going out to dinner. But have you created a plan for the rest of your life? Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA, SIPC. Third down and 4. Long back to pass. Steps, fires over the middle. Has his man. First down. Inside the 50, inside the 45. Finally brought down at the 42-yard line. Mariello with the huge catch on the play. It's going to go for 23 yards and a Plano East first down.
That throw was into a lot of traffic, so amazing job putting it right on the spot. And Mariello, caught it. A lot of guys around him. Great concentration.
First down and 10 Panthers at the Ram 42. 2:05 and counting left to go first half. Play action fake. Long to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Now steps up. Still looking downfield. Unloads. Deep. Has a man and just overthrows him. Great separation by the receiver as Sansom was able to dislodge himself from the defensive back. But Long, feeling all the pressure, a little adrenaline, put a little too much on that one. It'll be an incomplete pass.
I tell you, he had all day to throw that ball. Great job by the O-line up there. Particularly noticed Ben Bishop pulling around from his guard spot, showing a lot of athleticism there to pick up the end.
Second and 10 from the Ram 42 from the left hash. Pass left side, catch is made as they're trying to set up a screen to Franks. Runs through one would-be tackle inside the 40 and down to the 37-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. It's going to set up third down and 5 as we have 100 seconds remaining here in the first half. Third down and 5 upcoming for the Panthers at the Ram 37. Oh, hold the phone. They're going to move it down to the 36. So now third and 4. 2-by-2 spread look, Long in a shotgun. Snap is back. Heavy rush. Fires on the drag. Catch is made. First down and more. Spun down at the 30. But once again, Mariello with the catch. Travian Pugh with the stop for Berkner, but not before the Panthers pick up another first down.
You can really see this high-powered offense. This is where it really comes into play. All those plays that they run over and over and over got the defense a little bit gassed here.
Sansom wide left, Franks slot left. That's the short side of the field. Mariello slot right, Simmons wide to the right. Long in a shotgun with Wills on his left hip. First and 10 from the Ram 30. Rolling left, stepping, wanting to fire. Now still looking, throws it out of bounds. That's a smart play by a senior there. Living to play another down, and the clock will stop with 59 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, heads-up play. Great coverage by the Ram defense there.
Offensive line again giving him tons of time. He loaded up to throw that thing about 3 different opportunities. Smartly pulled it down and threw it away. 3 receivers right, Simmons wide right. The widest of 3. Long, facing a 4-man rush. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls around to his left. Now he's going to tuck it and run to the 30, to the 25, and then goes out of bounds. Good job coming up and forcing him out. Defensively for the Rams, Charles Sanders, but Long scampers for 5, gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 48 seconds left, and it'll be third down and 5 for Plano East.
Long showing his speed there, ability to evade some would-be tacklers in the backfield and make something out of nothing. Impressive play.
2-by-2 spread on third and 5 from the Ram 25. Good pass back, blitz coming, pass over the middle, catch is made. Franks gets the first down. Excellent extra effort and a nice, sure open field tackle by Jaylon Terrell. But it's going to be enough as Franks hauls in the pass from Long, and it's another Panther first down.
Big play there by Franks. Way to fight. He didn't catch that ball in first down territory, but he got the yards after the catch to get it across the line.
2-by-2 spread. Looking left, dumping it out to Wills out of the backfield, sets up a screen into the middle, inside the 10, and finally brought down at the 8-yard line. Great job, 12 yards on the play designed to get the defensive lineman upfield so that Wills has some more running room.
And he had plenty of running room running right there behind T.J. Henson and Frank Bordeaux getting downfield and providing some downfield blocks for the receiver.
First down and goal for the Panthers from the 8. 22 seconds and counting left to go here in the first half. Long, left side. In and out of the hands of Sean Franks. Running a quick corner pattern. Got just in front of Terrell. Would have been a touchdown if he hung on. Could not do it. And it'll be second and goal from the 8.
Nice play there by Terrell coming up and putting the pressure, not making it an easy catch there.
Long getting the signal from the sideline. 2nd and goal from the 8. Panthers with 18 seconds left in the half. Back to pass, looking right, stepping, firing. It is deflected as it left the line of scrimmage. I think it was Evan Prusha that got up there and partially deflected it. So it'll be 3rd and goal now from the 8. 14 seconds left to go here in the half.
Yeah.
East does have 2 timeouts.
You know, they coach you on the D-line. If you can't get to the quarterback, and it's difficult to do with how quick Long gets rid of the ball, best thing to do is get your hands up, change the throwing lanes. Occasionally you'll get a batted ball. Nice job there by the Rams defense.
3 receivers to the right. All alone wide left is Denham Sampson. Long in a shotgun. 14 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down and goal from the 8. Wills on his left hip.
Rams showing blitz here.
Mariello will come inside of Franks, and now all alone wide to the right is Simmons. He's calling for the ball. Back to pass. Long, looking left, steps and fires into the end zone. Intended for Wills. It's incomplete. Wills drew a crowd as 2 different Ram defenders were there on the play. And it'll be 4th down now and goal, and we'll see if Coach Jackson's going to elect to tack 3 more points up. 10 seconds left to go here in the half. East with a 10-point lead, 17-7.
Yeah, that was an interesting twist stunt there by the front 4 on the Rams defense. None of them had their hands on the ground. They were showing it all the way. Good job by the Plano East line picking it up, though. Smart football.
Daniel Ananu on to attempt the field goal. He hit from 27 earlier. This will be from 25. On the left hash, we'll have to angle it right for the right-footed kicker. Junior looking to get his 2nd field goal of the year. From the 8, spotted at the 15. Good snap by Jackson, hold by Mariello. The kick is up, plenty of distance on this one, and it is good. 25-yard field goal for Daniel Antonu, his 2nd field goal of the season. And Plano East tags on 3 more with 6 seconds left here in the first half. Plano East now leads it 20-7 over Berkner. You're listening to the Plano ISD Game of the Week, brought to you by Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances on KBCE.
Spontaneous, passionate. These are words that Lisa Feldhaus of Lisa Feldhaus Photography uses to describe her approach to life and photography. Lisa specializes in fine art portraiture, and high school senior portrait photography is one of Lisa's favorite venues of expression. Lisa offers top-quality professional service and a satisfaction guarantee. Connect with Lisa online to see her inspiring work or make an appointment at facebook.com/Lisa Feldhaus Photography. That's Lisa, Felthous Photography.
When you come to a crossroad in competitive sports, you have 2 choices: eat or get ate. At Mount 8 Sports Performance Training, we'll make you faster, stronger, and better than the competition. Train like an animal, play like a beast. Mount 8 Sports Performance at Peak Physical Therapy Plano. Join us, leave your footprints in your opponent's jungle.
Eat or get ate.
25-yard field goal by Daniel Antonu, his 2nd of the game, has extended Plano East's lead. 5 first downs, 15 plays, 74 yards in the scoring drive, 2:54 off the clock. Plano East 20, Berkner 7. Scoring drive brought to you by Quick Car Willow Bend Lube Service Center.
Kickoff down to the 15-yard line. It's going to be brought up by Terrell there. Out across the 20 to 25 and down at the 27-yard line. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Those last 4 seconds, boy, they went by quick, didn't they? But it's a great job right here by Plano East. They have a 20-7 lead. And right now the head coach of the Plano East Panthers, Randy Jackson, he is downstairs with our own Perry Watkins. Take it away, Perry.
All right, Coach. In the first half, your offense didn't get into a rhythm till later in the end of the first half. What are you looking to see out of them in the second half?
Yeah, just a little bit more consistency. I thought we were real inconsistent in the first quarter, and really this year we've kind of got pretty good starts. I thought that last drive at the very end, I think somebody told me it was a 15-play drive, so maybe that kind of got us off the slide a little bit, and we get the ball to start the second half, so hopefully we can get going again.
All right, and the defense, they were playing great out there, forcing turnovers, stopping. They had the bend, but what are you looking to see to focus on in the second half with your defensive players?
I think, at times I'm frustrated. And so our kids are doing a great job of, just like say, bend but not break, and as long as we can just kind of keep them, we just if we can get the football back, then I think we can make plays. So we need a few more 3 and outs.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me.
That's Perry Watkins downstairs with the head coach of the Plano East Panthers, Randy Jackson. And we have come to the Lisa Feldhaus Photography halftime show, Plano East. Boy, looking really good. 1 turnover that led to some points for the Berkner Rams, but other than that, a very well-played first half here. Not only is it homecoming, it's also a red-out game as the Panther family celebrates the life of Zachary Shaw, the young man who was lost to a sudden cardiac arrest several years ago. And with all that emotion going on, the players still, Kyle, were able to go out and execute on the field.
Absolutely. Incredibly crisp. One thing that's really interesting to me, Thomas, is how many plays these guys get in, but yet how quickly those plays progress. We got through that first half pretty quickly. And normally when you throw that many passes, it makes for a long game, but not the case. Testament to how crisp and how well coached up this Plano East offense is.
All right, we'll step aside for a break. We will begin the Lisa Feldhaus Photography halftime show. Your score at the break, Plano East 20, Berkner 7. We'll continue on with more of the Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football on AM 1160 KVCE, Highland Park, Dallas-Fort Worth's Business Authority.
This program is produced and broadcast with the permission of and authorization from the Plano Independent School District. It is under the direction of and is copywritten by Sports Sounds Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, including any or all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Sports Sounds Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Sports Sounds Radio and SportsSoundsRadio.com. This is a Sports Sounds Radio presentation.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Creative, spontaneous, passionate. These are words that Lisa Feldhaus of Lisa Feldhaus Photography uses to describe her approach to life and photography. Lisa specializes in fine art portraiture, and high school senior portrait photography is one of Lisa's favorite venues of expression. Lisa offers top-quality professional service and a satisfaction guarantee. Connect with Lisa online to see her inspiring work or make an appointment at facebook.com/Lisa Feldhaus Photography. That's Lisa, Felthous Photography.
Shell experts here to talk about the protective shield you see at Shell stations all over the country.
Featuring us.
It's there to remind you that no other gasoline protects your engine better than Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Now with 20% more cleaning agents than before.
Performance-robbing gunk doesn't stand a chance because your intake valves and fuel injectors are protected.
Actively shielded.
Hence the big protective shield here.
So try Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines today. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management. The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service at 2208 Midway Road in Plano doesn't do just oil change and lube service. You can keep your car, truck, or SUV running right with regular preventive maintenance of brakes, wheel alignment, AC systems, and more. They now sell all major brands of tires, and their chief mechanic is SAE certified with 20 years experience in auto repair. Family owned and operated, Quick Car Willow Bend is committed to making sure your family members are treated like their family members. At 2208 Midway Road, just south of Plano Parkway in Plano.
Peak Physical Therapy of Plano was opened in 2007 by colleagues and longtime friends Steve Cole and Steve Long. The Steves, both Steves, call the East Side home. Peak Plano sets itself apart by providing cutting-edge techniques and technology delivered in a fun environment. The secret is out. Quality health care is now close to home.
Thanks, Plano, for your support since 2007.
Now come see the Steves.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com. Never do today what you can put off until tomorrow, right? Now, that's not exactly the saying, but it seems like people would rather do anything other than doing something about their finances. That's why there's AXA Advisors. We work one-on-one with you to create a financial strategy for the things you need tomorrow. Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC.
I got it when my internet here was faster than at my office.
I got it when I uploaded a gigabyte of photos. I literally wanted to say, did you see that?
When people switch from cable to Verizon Fios, there comes a moment when they get it. The difference 100% fiber optics makes.
I saw that picture. I really got it. I can enjoy the game better at home than going to the stadium.
I got it when our apartment became the apartment.
Once you've got it, you get it. But don't take our word for it. Ask a friend or a neighbor and see why millions have already switched to Fios.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here!
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, See the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Hello, everybody, from Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's Notre Dame football. Today, the #1 game in the nation.
Notre Dame football is back.
Sacked by a great Notre Dame defense. Intercepted again. Finding a way. Breaks into open field.
35 to 30.
Inside the 10. He's heading to the goal line.
For a touchdown,
Notre Dame.
Listen this Saturday as the Irish host Temple. Our coverage begins at 1:30. Listen all season long on your home for Notre Dame football.
Tune in Saturday on KVCE AM 1160.
When you come to a crossroad of competitive sports, you have two choices: eat or get ate. At Mount 8 Sports Performance Training, we'll make you faster, stronger, and better than the competition. Train like an animal, play like a beast. Mount 8 Sports Performance at Peak Physical Therapy Plano. Join us, leave your footprints in your opponent's jungle.
Eat or get ate.
This program is produced and broadcast with the permission of and authorization from the Plano Independent School District. It is under the direction of and is copywritten by Sports Sounds Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, including any or all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Sports Sounds Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Sports Sounds Radio and SportsSoundsRadio.com. This is a Sports Sounds Radio presentation.
Welcome back to the Lisa Feldhaus Photography halftime show on the Rodenbaugh's Flooring American Appliances presentation of Plano East Panther football here on AM 1160 KVCE, Highland Park, Dallas-Fort Worth's Business Authority. My name is Thomas Lee. Thank you so much for tuning into the broadcast tonight. Back and forth, turnover-filled first quarter has finally eased into a Panther first half. They lead at 20-7 here at the break over the Berkner Rams. Time now to check some of the other scores going on around the Metroplex. We're going to start out with action here in District 10 5A. Of course, here Plano East is on top of Berkner 20-7. 10 5A having their way so far to start the week. Last night, 2 Thursday night games. McKinney Boyd romping past Garland 51-9 the final in that one. 16 points in the second quarter, 31 in the third. As the Boyd Broncos rack up 277 rushing yards, 200 passing yards, and outgain Garland 21-7 in first downs. Fantastic job overall as the Boyd Broncos get the win. Also, Plano West was on the road last night taking on South Garland. Slow start for the Wolfpack, but they get 14 in the second, 14 more in the third. Had a 4-point lead at the break and outscore South Garland 21-7 in the second half to hold on for a 35-17 win. Wolfpack 322 rushing yards, 85 through the air. Satonia Soso Chamabo, 13 carries, 140 yards and a touchdown. Austin Anderson, 16 carries, 110 yards and 2 TDs. As the Wolfpack continue to build towards district play. Tonight, McKinney is at the Nimitz Vikings, and they've started the third quarter. Nimitz on top 10-7. Nimitz with a safety in the first quarter. They get a touchdown and a 2-point try in the second. McKinney with just a lone touchdown is they've done well on the ground, 76 yards rushing on 14 attempts, but their pass defense a little to be desired. 9 of 15 passing for Nimitz for 152 yards. Nimitz has lost the game's only fumble. McKinney, meanwhile, threw an interception, so tight ball game as they start the third quarter. 10-7, Nimitz on top of McKinney High. And Allen, one of the best teams in the state, the defending state champs, 42-0 the lead as they approach halftime. 21 points in the first, 21 points in the second. Allen, 61 yards rushing, 188 through the air for Kyler Murray. He also has a rushing touchdown in this one. 13 completions, 188 yards, 4 touchdowns. So 5 of the 6 touchdowns for the Eagles tonight attributable to their quarterback, Kyler Murray, who, of course, will be going down to A&M tomorrow to watch Alabama and A&M as one of his official visits to College Station. Elsewhere around the Metroplex, Lake Dallas is a fourth quarter lead over Newman Smith, 31-13. Denton Geyer, 18 points better than Marcus as they start the second half, 28-10 the score there. Jesuit coming back. They've had a rough start to the season, but they're leading Houston straight Jesuit 28-7. Little Elm 45-0 over R.L. Turner at the half. Centennial with a 26-7 lead over McKinney North. The Pierce Mustangs trying to get past Wakeland, 20-16 the score at the break. Skyline back to their winning ways as they're up big on Bowie, 38-14. Raider defense playing extremely well in the first half tonight. Byron Nelson, 34-0 shutout in the first half over Burleson Centennial. Creekview a touchdown better than Keller Timber Creek, 14-7 the score at the break. Colleyville Heritage is at Flower Mound, and tough night for the Jags. Panthers 28, Flower Mound nothing. So they're getting shut out at the break. Denton High 42-0 lead over Western Hills. Denton Ryan, meanwhile, 11 points better than Wiley East at Wiley ISD Stadium, 21-0 the score. 21-10, excuse me. The score in that one, Mesquite Horn with a 31-6 lead over Duncanville. Holton and MacArthur tied at 7. That'll do it for your look at the scoreboard. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll get you your first half statistics. And we'll also get some analysis on what's going to happen in the second half as Kyle Sims will rejoin me here in a minute. Your score at the break, Plano East 20, Berkner 7. Rodenbaugh's Flooring American Appliances presentation of Plato ISD football continues in a moment here on AM 1160 KVCE, Highland Park, Dallas-Fort Worth's Business Authority.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service at 2208 Midway Road in Plano doesn't do just oil change and lube service. You can keep your car, truck, or SUV running right with regular preventive maintenance of brakes, wheel alignment, AC systems, and more. They now sell all major brands of tires, and their chief mechanic is SAE certified with 20 years experience in auto repair. Family owned and operated, Quick Car Willow Bend is committed to making sure your family members are treated like their family members. At 2208 Midway Road, just south of Plano Parkway in Plano.
Peak Physical Therapy of Plano was opened in 2007 by colleagues and longtime friends Steve Cole and Steve Long. The Steves, both Steves, call the East Side home. Peak Plano sets itself apart by providing cutting-edge techniques and technology delivered in a fun environment. The secret is out. Quality health care is now close to home.
Thanks, Plano, for your support since 2007.
Now come see the Steves.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
Creative, spontaneous, passionate. These are words that Lisa Feldhaus of Lisa Feldhaus Photography uses to describe her approach to life and photography. Lisa specializes in fine art portraiture, and high school senior portrait photography is one of Lisa's favorite venues of expression. Lisa offers top-quality professional service and a satisfaction guarantee. Connect with Lisa online to see her inspiring work or make an appointment at facebook.com/Lisa Feldhaus Photography. That's Lisa, Felthous Photography.
Never do today what you can put off until tomorrow, right? Now, that's not exactly the saying, but it seems like people would rather do anything other than doing something about their finances. That's why there's AXA Advisors. We work one-on-one with you to create a financial strategy for the things you need tomorrow. Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC.
I got it when my internet here was faster than at my office.
I got it when I uploaded a gigabyte of photos. I literally wanted to say, did you see that?
When people switch from cable to Verizon Fios, there comes a moment when they get it. The difference 100% fiber optics makes.
I saw that picture. I really got it. I can enjoy the game better at home than going to the stadium.
I got it when our apartment became the apartment.
Once you've got it, you get it. But don't take our word for it. Ask a friend or a neighbor and see why millions have already switched to Fios.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service at 2208 Midway Road in Plano doesn't do just oil change and lube service. You can keep your car, truck, or SUV running right with regular preventive maintenance of brakes, wheel alignment, AC systems, and more. They now sell all major brands of tires, and their chief mechanic is SAE certified with 20 years experience in auto repair. Family owned and operated, Quick Car Willow Bend is committed to making sure your family members are treated like their family members. At 2208 Midway Road, just south of Plano Parkway in Plano.
Peak Physical Therapy of Plano was opened in 2007 by colleagues and longtime friends Steve Cole and Steve Long. The Steves, both Steves, call the East Side home. Peak Plano sets itself apart by providing cutting-edge techniques and technology delivered in a fun environment. The secret is out. Quality health care is now close to home.
Thanks, Plano, for your support since 2007.
Now come see the Steves.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Tom Kimbrough Stadium. Halftime. Lisa Feldhaus Photography halftime show continues on. Plano East up 20-7, and to figure out how they got there, let's bring in the doctor, Alex Sterling, for the first half stats.
Thank you, Thomas. We'll start with the visiting Berkner Rams for team offense, team stats first. 12 first downs, 129 rushing yards to the Rams, 27 yards passing for 156 yards total offense. Had one interception and one fumble for 2 turnovers in the first half. 11 minutes, 48 seconds time of possession. For Plano East, 14 first downs in the first half, 50 yards rushing, 207 yards passing between the two quarterbacks, 257 yards total offense. Did have the 2 fumbles for their 2 turnovers. Big stat here, 8 penalties for 53 yards in the first half for the Panthers, and time of possession, 12 minutes, 12 seconds. Going individuals here, Calvin Jones, quarterback for Berkner, 4 of 6 passing for 27 yards, has 79 yards on the ground and a rushing touchdown. Jalen Terrell, the leading receiver, 2 catches, 16 yards, and has 22 yards on the ground. For Plano East, starting quarterback Miles Thompson, 13 of 16 passing for 136 yards. Backup Keith Long, 8 of 12 passing for 71 yards and a touchdown. Malik Simmons, the leading receiver for the Panthers, 4 catches, 73 yards and a touchdown. Anthony Mariello has 6 catches for 60 yards. Sean Franks, 4 for 21. And Sansom, 3 catches for 28 yards. Lionel Wills, the leading rusher, 6 carries, 25 yards and a touchdown. Jaquan Douglas, the backup, 4 carries, 15 yards. So overall, like Coach Jackson said, they started off real slow, started to pick it up there with that last scoring drive. Was, like he said, it was a 15-play scoring drive. So look for more offensive flow here in the second half after making some adjustments to get going for the Panthers.
Thank you, Alex. And before I bring Kyle Sims back in here, there's one more score I want to update you on. Coppell is playing Rockwall tonight, and all eyes were on this rushing matchup. Charles West and Gavin McDaniel for Coppell going up against Chris Warren III for Rockwall. Well, Warren's getting his yards in the first half. 15 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's not too bad. They're like, oh, yeah, he's got to be the leading rusher in the game, right? It's the first half. Charles West has 9 carries for 256 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Oh, my God.
He's averaging over 28 yards per rush.
That is some stat. This guy's going to finish the night with 500 yards on 18 carries.
Coppell's a team, 20 carries, 297 yards. They have thrown the ball 5 times.
Well, yeah.
Surprisingly, after running it that effectively, and I know Coach McBride well enough to know that he probably is not excited about doing it, but still, an unbelievable effort. Coppell leads 40-20 at the break. Let's turn our attention back to this ball game as I bring Kyle Sims back in here. And before we have the second half kickoff, Plano East really found their way after a couple of miscues early. They got that interception. It really seemed to turn all the momentum back around to their side.
Absolutely. They got momentum on their side and really finished that second half strong. Interesting, Berkner elected to go and won the toss at the outset and elected to go ahead and receive. So it's going to be critical here for Plano East to ride that wave of momentum as they all have possession here on the first series of the second half. Always a critical series here. You really want to pick up points, and conversely, if you're on defense, you obviously want to keep them from scoring some points. So it will be very interesting to see how the defense makes adjustments and tries and slow down this high-powered Plano East offense.
We'll check in with Perry Watkins on the sideline here after our kickoff. Again, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Plano East in their home black jerseys with Vegas gold numerals, black trim. gold East and block print on the left hip of their pants. And for the first time ever, the flat black helmets with the Vegas Gold Panther profile on the side. And I love the helmets. If you follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook, you saw me post a picture earlier. I think they're sensational. And kids these days, they love having alternate jerseys. So the first time they've ever worn a different helmet in Plano East history. This is a kickoff by Berkner through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And before we start officially the second half, let's go down the field to check in with Perry.
How's it going? I talked to Coach Jim Ledford earlier before the half started, and he said for their offense to quit shooting themselves in the foot. All the turnovers and penalties make it difficult for the defense to do anything. He also wanted to get the defense off the field because those turnovers had them on the field, and they got, as you guys said, a little gas at the end of the second half.
All right, thank you, Perry. Great job down there on the sideline. First down play, quick pass left side. Denham Samson on the receiving end from Miles Thompson. He's going to take it for about a 5-6 yard gain out across the 30 to the 31. It'll be second down and 4. Offensive line from left to right, T.J. Henson, Frank Boudreau, Bryce McLeod, Ben Bishop, Brandon Royal. They have done an awesome job here tonight.
Excellent job protecting the passer and providing quite a bit of running room in the backfield.
Second down and 4. Another quick hitch left side, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Sansom. It's a backward pat. No, they're going to say incomplete. Little conference between the officials. I don't mind that as long as they get the call right, and I think they did there.
Absolutely. You want to take time to get it right. You know, it's interesting, Thomas, you were talking about the Plano East helmets, and it's been amazing the influence that Oregon has had on all of sports, not only the spread offense, but also the uniforms.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left, third down and 4 from their own 31. Back to pass. Thompson has time in the pocket, now flushed out to the right side. Looking to throw, steps, fires, throws across his body. And he had to put it on the back right shoulder of the intended receiver, Malik Simmons, because of the great defensive coverage.
Very difficult throw to make there. Excellent job by Berkner coming out and getting a huge stop here on this first series.
So the throw a little behind Simmons, and so it'll be incomplete. It'll be fourth down and 4, and we'll see Durham on to punt. I want to say this is the second Plano East punt of the night. I get a thumbs up from the doctor to know that I'm right.
Yeah. Durham, quite the versatile player here. Not only a great punter, but big play on the first half, inside linebacker.
Rugby-style kick, high end over end, and a catch, fair catch called for and made by Jaylon Terrell at the 40-yard line, and that is where Berkner will take over first and 10. Calvin Jones, the quarterback. Seen a lot of guys at running back. Andrew Taylor, Kadarius Edwards, Julian Puccio, Jaylon Terrell, Amo Vianese, all those guys. Jones in a shotgun set, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, and some movement, I think, before the play got started. A penalty is going to be marked off against Berkner. Offensive line from left to right, Taylor Tokar, Desmond Choice, Chris Hughes, Rodney Derrere, and Arnold Hernandez. 3 juniors and a sophomore to go along with the senior Tokar, who's the only returning starter there in the trenches for the Rams. But so far they've had a lot of success tonight, except for when Coach Ledford mentioned they've been shooting themselves in the foot.
Absolutely. Held up pretty well against this defense.
First down and 15, zone read play, bouncing to the outside. The back takes it, gets 5, 6, 7 yards across the 40. Slides sideways down to the 42. It'll be a 7-yard gain for Kadarius Edwards. The receivers, Tanner McMillan, Michael Weaver, Jason Powell, Jaylon Terrell. After the 7-yard gain, it'll be second down and 8 from the right hash. Zone read play, pulled out of the belly of the back, and a great open field tackle there.
Very nice play there by the linebacker coming up and making the play. Quarterback thought about making a late toss, but thought better of it, made the smart play, tucked it in, protected that football.
3-man line for the Panthers, Damon Roberts and Dylan Devine, the ends. Alex Anosiki, the nose guard. We'll give you the linebackers in secondary after this 3rd down and 4 play. Quick hitch left side over everybody's head. His little screen was trying to be set up for Weaver on the left side, but too much on it by Jones. It'll be incomplete and 4th down and decision time for Ledford. Defensively, Austin Corbett, C.J. White, the outside backers, Landis Durham and Austin Polish inside. Jameel Hampton and Chris Smith, the corners. Patrick Davis, the strong safety, and Ahmad Muhammad, the free safety.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was C.J. White there getting in the obstructing the view of the quarterback, making that a difficult throw and disrupting the play there.
Quick snaps and a lot of passing incompletions. We haven't even played a minute and a half of the second half, and we're about to have our second punt. Back deep in punt formation. The pass is back to Lange, and this one's going to go high, spinning kick down inside the 20, inside the 10. Fielded there and spun. Oh, and he's still on his feet at the 10, to the 15, like a whirling dervish across the 20 and out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Nice job to get about 15 yards on the return when there was really not much there. Mariello with a good job to get his offense out of the shadow of their own goalpost.
Absolutely. I think I counted 5 spin moves there. A lot of agility, a lot of athleticism there on the part of Mariello. Another interesting thing there, Thomas. Go back to the operational time of the Berkner Rams. Plano East applied quite a bit of pressure. Great snap back to the punter to get that kick off. They were pretty close to getting a hand on it.
Panthers have always notoriously been a team that wreaks havoc in special teams. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a block here before the game is over. They're getting pretty close, as you mentioned.
They are.
First down and 10. Here's a give from the quarterback Thompson to the running back, and gets out across the 30. The 35 still on his feet, moving the pile down to the 39. What a run by the junior Jaquan Douglas. He's going to pick up a first down.
What a job by the big men up front, providing some wide open running lanes. Give him some room to get downfield.
Boy, between you and me in this broadcast, there's a lot of love for the O-line. Deservedly so. They're playing well tonight.
That's exactly right.
Inside give, and flags come flying, false start. And as soon as we heap too much praise on them, a procedure penalty, most often against the offensive line, will back them up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, as a former center myself, you got to give credit and make mention of the work these guys do any chance you get an opportunity to. And these guys have had plenty of cause for recognition this evening.
The only man to touch the ball every offensive snap. That's the offensive center.
That's why I played it.
Snap back, zone read, long delay, and Thompson finally gets it into the belly of the running back Douglas. He's going to get out across the 35 to the 37, gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 12 upcoming for the Panthers. Wide right, Malik Simmons. Slot right, Anthony Mariello. Wide left is Sansom. Franks slot left. Now Mariello moves to a wing back on the right side. Snap back. Play action fake. Thompson steps, fires down the right side. Has a man caught in stride, still on his feet after taking the hit. Sansom down the sideline. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Plano East. What a strike by Miles Thompson as he loads it up. Great job of absorbing the hit after hauling in the ball by Sansom as he takes it 63 yards for a touchdown.
Huge play there, Thomas. Phenomenal job watching that ball all the way into his hands and then getting those critical yards after the catch all the way to the end zone. Excellent job there by the Plano East Panthers.
Few things as difficult as getting hit that hard while trying to make the catch. And when you don't wrap up and bring down a ball carrier, you're able to give up a play like that.
Absolutely.
Great job by Sampson to stay on his feet. Extra point. Good snap. Good hold by Mariello. And the kick is up and good for Antonu. New score from Tom Kimbrough Stadium. Plano East 27, Berkner 7, 9:29 left to go in the third quarter. You're listening to the Roden Boss Flooring American Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football on KVCE.
Located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Shell experts here to talk about the protective shield you see at Shell stations all over the country.
Featuring us.
It's there to remind you that no other gasoline protects your engine better than Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Now with 20% more cleaning agents than before.
Performance-robbing gunk doesn't stand a chance because your intake valves and fuel injectors are protected.
Actively shielded.
Hence the big protective shield here.
So try Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines today. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Plano East strikes fast with a 63-yard touchdown pass from Miles Thompson and Denham Sampson. 1 first down, 3 plays, 77 yards of the scoring drive, 1 minute, 1 second off the clock. Plano East 27, Berkner 7. Scoring drive brought to you by Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service Center.
Thank you, Alex. Kickoff by Jaylon Terrell as he takes it out across the 30 to the 35 and finally brought down at the 39-yard line. Great return.
Excellent
for
return.
the Rams, but the East up by 20 points now, and a defense that came in and nobody wants to talk about because it's not as sexy as talking about this high-tempo, high-flying offense. Right now, this Panther defense is doing the job, and that's why they're winning the ball game.
Absolutely. They are doing a great job, all phases of the defense, applying pressure to the quarterback, stopping the run, and really it forced some big turnovers to keep Berkner off the board.
Inside give here, nice running room, bouncing to the outside, has a lane to the 40, 35-30, and finally knocked out of bounds. But a great job on the carry by Kadarius Edwards as he takes it for a huge first down around the right side for 32 yards and a first down for the Rams.
Great job finding the cutback lane there by Edwards for the big gain.
Good blocking downfield, too. You don't get those long runs without the receivers doing the dirty work as well.
That's right.
Snap back to Jones, option left. Keeper gets to the line, late pitch out. Gets into the hands of Terrell, and he's going to get about 4 yards to the 25 before he's brought down by Austin Corbett and also by Stephon Browder, the 5'11", 275-pound senior, in on the stop. 2nd and 6 upcoming for Berkner.
Credit the defensive end there on that play for doing what we call a slow play on that option. Really forced the quarterback to hold the ball. Gave his other teammates a chance to come up and stop the run.
Swinging around the left side, the quarterback Jones just tries to turn the corner and get something. Gets about 3 yards before he's forced out of bounds. It's hard to run sideline to sideline with the great team speed that Plano East has on display.
These guys are really showing what they've worked on in practice, taking great pursuit angles and heading off the Berkner offense downfield.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now 1 goes in the wing back to the right side. High snap. Jones gets it down into the hands of Kadarius Edwards. Out across the 20 and down to the 17. Needed 3, picked up 5, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Nice push there by the Berkner interior line to get that big first down. Keep this drive alive.
Fresh set of downs at the 17 for the Rams. Knocking on the door, trailing by 20 with 8:10 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. From the Panther 17, Berkner has it, 1st and 10. 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Zone read keeper, the quarterback. He turns it and stumbles down to the ground as he saw a couple of defenders ready to lower the boom on him. Trevin Ransom and also Brandon Duke were there for the hit. Smart play by Jones to live to play another down.
Absolutely, heads-up play. He heard the footsteps, though. Those Plano East defenders were waiting for him.
Snap is back on 2nd and 11. Quick pass over the middle, and it's off the mark, intended for Jaylon Terrell. Heard in our pregame interview that Coach Ledford talked about how they were really excited about what they had lined up for this year with Calvin Jones and Michael Weaver at the receiver positions and the quarterback coming in. Well, he gets hurt. And now Jones doing the best thing for the team. Doesn't want to play quarterback. Will play wide receiver at the next level. But is doing what he has to for the team to try to get something done. And now he's facing a 3rd and 11. Pass left side on a tunnel screen. Great read and reaction. Brandon Duke brings down Weaver before he can even get started. Another loss on the play. And it's going to be 4th down now and 14 for the Rams.
Swarming defense there, getting to the ball, making sure that they get wrapped up and bring that receiver down before he can get any yards. Try and pick up that first down. So nice stop there by Plano East defense.
Line of scrimmage is the Panther 21. Going to spot the ball for the field goal try at the 28. So it's a 38-yard attempt for Tanner Lange. 6 foot, 152-pound sophomore. Nichols with the snap. Jones awaiting the hold. Good snap. Great job on the hold, and it's blocked! They got to it! Panthers with the stuff on the field goal attempt. We said they were getting close, and they finally got one.
Thomas, you called it. After that last punt, you said that the defense was going to get to one of these kicks here pretty soon, and boy, you were right. Excellent pressure there by the Plano East special teams. Big play in the game.
6:33 left to go here in the third quarter. East, after the block field goal try, leads by 20 still, 27-7. They've got the ball 1st and 10 on their own 28. Pass back to Thompson. Tries to set up a kind of a rollout to the right, throwback tunnel screen to the left, but penalty flags come flying in. Pass was incomplete, and the officiating crew is going to have to sort some things out. Thompson had Frank set up, but just not enough time to complete it. And the penalty is going to go against Plano East, and the play wouldn't have stood even if it was a gainer.
So many moving parts on plays like that. It's very easy to get a little bit out of your normal rhythm and pick up legal motion or false start. Not sure what the call here is, but that is not unusual on a more complex play like that.
Could have been holding. It's a 10-yard penalty, so that takes procedure and motion off the table. Didn't see the indication from our refereeing. But I do know it's 1st down and 20 now for the Panthers on their own 18 from the right hash. 3 receivers in a pod way to the left, outside the numbers. Fake on the screen pass outside, inside give on the draw, and Wills rumbles across the 30 and down to the 33. Gain of 15 on a well-executed draw play.
Absolutely. Spread them out, have them looking for the pass, and then bust one up the middle. Great run there.
2nd down and 5 now for Plano East. They do go with the screen left side. Sansom with the catch, gets some great blocks out across the 40 to the 45, and finally ridden down just shy of the midfield stripe. That's going to be about 15, give him 16 yards to the 49.
Credit Sean Franks getting a big block downfield. That probably helped pick up an extra 5 or 7 yards. Got to really respect the downfield blocking on behalf of the receiver there.
You're going to play for Coach Jackson. You are going to block at the wide receiver position.
Good to see.
Play fake. Down the seams. Got a man in and out of the hands. Thompson was a little behind Malik Simmons, who had sliced through that 2-deep zone on the right side. Had a seam. Just couldn't quite hook up, or else it would have been 6.
Yeah, he had wide open space all the way to the end zone there. Just a little bit behind him.
I'm sure you give him another shot at that one, and that's going to be a Panther touchdown.
Absolutely.
Wide right on the play is Simmons. Slot right is the running back Wills. 3 receivers stacked up left. Sansom, Mariello, and Franks. Empty backfield on 2nd down and 10. Try to set up a bubble screen on the left side. Mariello with the catch. And is going to get about 5, maybe even 6 yards on the play before he is swarmed and brought to the turf. Great job by the Rams to rally to the ball carrier and bring him down, especially big number 58, Michael Castro, who led the charge for Berkner.
Absolutely. I'm sure they've seen a couple of those break wide open, and I'm sure they've well aware of getting to the ball and making sure that nothing pops out of one of those piles.
3rd down and 5 now for Plano East. 2-by-2 spread formation from the left hash. From the Berkner 46. Back to pass. Thompson with time. Fired over the middle. Has Mariello inside the 40, inside the 35. And look at the little guy, the 5'9", 175-pounder, lowering his shoulder and picking up the 1st down and some more yardage running over a defender.
He finished that play on his feet. He lowered that shoulder and wanted to send a message. Nice little play there by the receiver.
2-by-2 spread on a 1st and 10 play for Plano East. From the Berkner 32. Low snap between the legs. Thompson picks it up. Tries to get out of trouble, but he is in jail. Brought down by Simeon Onyeka, the junior defensive tackle, knifing through. And little low snap. Thompson couldn't quite handle it, and it's going to be a loss of 6 on the play.
That's the first we've seen of that this evening. Nice job by McLeod there, the center, getting the ball back. It's going to happen from time to time. Good job by covering the ball up by the quarterback.
Actually, loss of 7 on the play. 2nd and 17. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Rolling out to the right. Thompson eludes one would-be sack artist. Still on his feet, dancing around. Looking downfield, and then is going to be swarmed down at the 45-yard line. And that right there is a big boy tackle. for the Rams, coming from Trevis Gibson, the junior linebacker.
That is the definition of wrapping up. Quarterback able to elude a couple of would-be tacklers, but wasn't going to get out of the grasp of the linebacker there. Great tackle.
Loss of another 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down now and 22. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for this one. Frank slot left, wide left is Sansa. 2 receivers right for the quarterback from the right hash. 3rd down and Allen. Little jump pass to the right, incomplete. Couldn't hook up with Wills, and it'll be punting time for Plano East.
Yeah, that's one of those plays you just want to pick up a little extra yardage. Know the probability of picking up 22 yards on 3rd down is pretty low, so Coach Jackson elected him for the screen there.
But I do like the call because there was a chance down, but if it wasn't there, Thompson knew he needed to check down and just get something out of it. Just a nice job overall there.
Absolutely.
By the sophomore quarterback. Still a 20-point Plano East lead as they line up to punt it away with 4:03 left here in the 3rd quarter. Good pass back to Durham, rugby-style punt. Low, almost a knuckleballer inside the 15, and it's going to roll down to the 11-yard line, and that is where the Rams will take over with a long road to hoe, 89 yards away from a touchdown and trailing by 20, 27-7. You're listening to the Rodenbaugh's Flooring American Appliances presentation of Plano East Panther football here on KVCE. Just a great, so far, team effort here from Plano East in all phases of the game. Great special teams work there.
Yeah, the big block on the field goal in the previous possession. Really clean punts, really clean every area of the game.
1st down and 10. Jones in the shotgun snap back. 1st and 10 on his own 11. Gives it to the back, sweeping around the right side. Darius Edwards takes a huge wallop from Ahmad Muhammad, the free safety, with the D-cleater, but not before 17 yards is gained. And it'll be a 1st down for the Rams.
That was a big collision put on there by Muhammad, coming from the backside. Nice play.
Snap back on 1st and 10. Jones, the quarterback, running around the left side, runs away from a tackle, still on his feet to the 35, to the 40, down the sideline, and finally run out of bounds by a hustling linebacker and Landis Durham, saving a touchdown there. Pushes him out across midfield at the 46-yard line.
Jones
really
really
be a gain on the play of 26.
Jones really showing his speed there, able to elude some would-be defenders, and get to that corner and cut it upfield.
We have a injured player down. Officials are going to let him get off, and he does, so hopefully not too banged up. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the Ram 46. From the Panther 46 for the Rams. Inside give to Darius Edwards, trying to counter back the other way, and gets about 4 yards before he stood up and thrown back. Panther defense equal to the task, led by Stephon Browder.
Thomas, I know I might sound like a broken record here praising these linemen, but one thing that's been really good to watch in this Plano East line is how these guys are occupying the offensive line, letting their linebackers run around free behind them and go make plays just like they did there.
Snap back, pitch outside, turn to the 40, to the 35. Still running hard goes Julian Puccio. The senior takes it down for about a 12-yard, actually an 11-yard gain to the 31, and it'll be a 1st down for Berkner. So a little momentum on Berkner's side. That field goal hadn't been blocked. They really could cut into this lead, but it's still a 20-point Panther advantage right now with 2:50 and counting remaining here in the 3rd. Big Taylor moves wing back left side. Here's a give up the middle. Edwards trying to dance through. Gets about 4 yards before he stopped once again. And to your point, talking about the defensive lineman, a lot of times it's the defensive line almost acts like an offensive line, creating some running room and holes for the linebackers to go make plays.
Absolutely. That is many times their number one priority is to occupy those offensive linemen, those big guys up front, so you can let your buddies run behind you and get up there and make the big plays. Many times goes unnoticed, but it is a huge contribution.
Stunt inside forces the quarterback Jones outside, and he is swarmed down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and Talk about disciplined assignment football right now. The Panthers are doing that extremely well. Trevin Ransom with the stop there for no gain.
As soon as we would talk about them occupying the offensive lineman, big play by one of the D-linemen right there.
3 receivers left. Fake on the jet sweep. No, he gives it to him, and there's nowhere for Terrell to go. What a job by Corbett to read, react, and attack.
Absolutely. Great contain there on the exterior. If he gets by him, it's a lot of green space out there. So last line of defense and really came through with a big open field tackle.
Back-to-back stops for losses by the Panther defense, and 4th down and 12. Rams have to go for it. We're inside of now 70 seconds remaining in the third quarter. High snap, Jones rolling to his left, fires down the seam, and it's intercepted! Picked off at the 5! Going back the other way, looking for some blocks. Marquise Morrow still on his feet across the 30, and then a shoestring tackle as he dives across the 35 and down to the 38. Thought for a moment he should have just knocked it down, but the return actually nets a few yards, and the Panthers take over after another big stop by the defense.
Turnovers remain the name of this game, Thomas. Another big takeaway by the Plano East defense. Big shift in momentum with the Rams there threatening to score.
Keith Long out to quarterback. Plano East as they're up by 20 with 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Handoff, Will sweeping around the right side. He's got some blockers to the 45. Spin move at the 50 and finally brought down after a gain of close to 15 on the play by Wills. Great blocking on the outside by the Panthers for the first down.
Absolutely phenomenal blocking. Wills again showing his speed, getting to the edge, getting the ball upfield, following his blockers. Great job there by the wide receivers, especially getting downfield.
First down and 10 at the 48. Berkner territory. Wills sweeping around the left side, running through tackles. Gets another 12 yards down to the 36 before he is brought down. A hard tackle by Tyrone Randall. And a great show of sportsmanship as Randall extends his arm to help Wills back up to his feet.
Absolutely. You gotta love to see that.
33 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 3 receivers tight, bunched on the left side, including Wills. 1 receiver wide to the right. Play fake, swing it out left side, catch is made to the 35, sidesteps a man and tries to dive down for some positive yards. That is Amatoso, the sophomore, who coach told me his kid is, we don't know what he's going to be. If he's going to be a defensive back, he's going to be a wide receiver, he's going to see action on both sides. But every time he's around the ball, he's making plays right now, and that play will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Plano East still up by 20, 27-7. As we head to the fourth, Panthers on top of the Rams. You're listening to the Rodenbos Flooring American Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football here on AM 1160 KVCE Highland Park, Dallas-Fort Worth's Business Authority.
Yellow Bend Lube and Service at 2208 Midway Road in Plano doesn't do just oil change and lube service. You can keep your car, truck, or SUV running right with regular preventive maintenance of brakes, wheel alignment, AC systems, and more. They now sell all major brands of tires, and their chief mechanic is SAE certified with 20 years experience in auto repair. Family owned and operated, Quick Car Willow Bend is committed to making sure your family members are treated like their family members. At 2208 Midway Road, just south of Plano Parkway in Plano.
First down and goal now from the 5. Inside give, and a great job defensively by the Rams to shut down the running game there. Douglas is spun down for no gain, and it'll bring up second down.
Great job there by the, looked like that was a strong safety coming in on a quick blitz. Got through the line and made a big tackle for loss.
Second and goal, inside give again to Douglas, and he has stood up. Falls forward, maybe a yard, maybe 2. But that is going to be about it. Ram defense getting stout here with their back up against the goal line.
I'll tell you, this is really where those off-season workouts come in. All that training, all that conditioning you do in the hot summer heat. It's for the fourth quarter.
Third down and goal from the 4. Another inside run, and absolutely nowhere for Wills to go as he's wrestled down by Travis Gibson, the junior, with the stop, and it'll bring up fourth and goal now for the Panthers, and look like the offense may stay on the field.
Absolutely. Gibson had that play called out from the very beginning. Ran right to the running back there, took that hard corner, brought him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Timeout's going to be taken by Plano East. So they try to decide what to do. 9:41 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a remarkable job by Randy Jackson's ball club, offense, defense, special teams. Kyle, I don't know how much he can really nitpick when they're watching film in the morning. He's got to be pretty pleased with this effort.
Well, I got to tell you, he does indeed have to be very pleased with this. Very crisp on both sides of the ball and special teams as well. A couple of big plays, some nice returns. Really a collective effort here by the Panthers. Great team effort. But you know, like any other coach, I'm sure he'll find something to nitpick tomorrow watching film.
That's what they do. And especially with how late he was getting into it this season. I mean, no spring ball for him, wasn't hired until the summer had already started. 1 week in the summer to try to install things and change the mentality. And one of the things he did was he told everybody one day in practice that, hey, there's no offense and no defense. Everybody's going to play both ways. We're going to figure out who goes where.
Well, I can tell you that attitude is definitely coming through tonight. They're playing total team effort.
4th down and goal. Pass right side. Catch by Mariello, and he gets it. Twists into the end zone. Touchdown, Plano East.
Great effort there by Mariello. Really fought for that one. Nice job holding on to that ball. He got that in some traffic.
4th down and goal from the 4. The touchdown is good. We have offside against Berkner, but the touchdown will stand, and the Panthers cross over the 30-point plateau with the extra point pending. But what a job to finish it off on 4th down. I love the call to play action pass. Give your sophomore the option to either use his legs or his arm. He saw Mariello wide open. He said, hey, let's let him do the hard work.
Absolutely. He really set that play up throughout this whole series with quite a few handoffs right up the middle, keeping the defense honest. Gave him an opportunity there to cash in on the play action pass. Heads up play there by the QB.
Young man down on the turf right now as the trainers attend to him. It's Jake Goodson, the junior defensive tackle, lone returning starter on the defensive line for the Berkner Rams, who, by the way, their defensive coordinator went down to be the head coach at Galena Park. So they've got co-defensive coordinators this season in Matt Walker and Scott Sellers. And Jim Ledford, who has had a very storied career, wonderful tenure at Berkner. 13 years, 78 wins, 66 losses, and a lot of playoff appearances. On to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. Booting it through is Daniel Antonou, and we've got a new score from Kimbrough Stadium. Plano East with a 34-7 lead on Berkner. Listen to the Rodenbaugh Scoring American Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football on KBCE. Back to Kimbrough after this.
Located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Someday you may wake up and think, I'm running out of time to do something about retirement. Don't let that happen to you. AXA Advisors can help you do something now that may provide a solid future for you and your family tomorrow. Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA, SIPC. We'll get the drive summary recap after the kickoff. It goes all the way down inside the 10, out across there to the 15 to 20, 25, 30, still on his feet, and finally spun down at the 35-yard line. Pretty decent return for one of the little guys on the Berkner Rams. Josh Lewis, a sophomore. We'll set him up, and Doctor will recap that last Plano East scoring drive for us.
Thank you, Thomas. 5 first downs, 11 plays, 63 yards, 3 minutes, 20 seconds off the clock. Miles Thompson's second touchdown pass of the game, this time to Anthony Mariello for 4 yards. Plano East 34, Berkner 7. Scoring drive brought to you by Quick Car Willow Bend Lube Service Center.
First down play for the Rams offense, and inside Gibbs going to go for close to 4 yards as Kadarius Edwards with yet another carry before he's brought down by Panther defense. Second down and 6 upcoming as we approach 9 minutes left to go here in the ball game, and a 27-point lead for Plano East. High snap down into the belly of Edwards, and he is bear hugged and thrown to the turf. Starter still out there. Great job by Austin Corbett to bring him down. Also some help from Trevin Ransom. 1 yard gain on the play brings up 3rd and 5.
Great to see a tackle like that. That is textbook. Get your head across the bow, wrap up, drive him back. Indicative of a well-coached team.
3rd down and 5. Inside give, option right. No, after they pulled it out of the belly, spinning off of a tackle is going to get a handful of yards, but not near enough for a first down. That's good hard running by Jaylon Terrell, but excellent tackling outside Marquise Morrow, who had the INT a couple possessions ago. Comes up with a stop there, 4th and 2, and Berkner, no decision. They've got to go for it with 8:05 and counting left to go in this one.
Absolutely. No question, 4-down territory here in terms of time left on the clock in this situation.
I'm sorry, he actually is going to punt it away. So
how about that?
Coach Ledford signaling that there's a little too much work to be done, and the clock is his biggest enemy right now. Lined up deep in punt formation. Good pass back to Lang, and work on a little special teams here as the punt bounces at the 35, takes a sideward hop down to about the 32, and that is where the next drive will start for the Panthers with 7:37 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
In the football as well. He's in a big crowd and had 2 hands on the ball, ran hard, moved the pile there a good 3 or 4 yards.
So 3rd down and 3. Long look to the sideline, play clock down to 5. It snaps, swing pass, left side, caught. First down and more to the 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline, running hard goes Stone Reyes, and he's finally tackled around the 25-yard line in Berkner territory. What a job by the hookup of Amlani to Reyes as he takes it down the left sideline for a big 47-yard gain.
Huge play there by QB and Reyes. Excellent speed, get way down there on the sideline. Nice job protecting the football there at the end as well. Berkner going after it.
Nice delay give here and some running room trying to find something. Flags come flying in, and clock will be stopped here as there's just not a lot of room to roam for Amlani, especially with Travion Pugh, who just picked up the fumble and raced for a touchdown. Bringing him down, it's going to be penalty against Plano East, and 2:21 remaining here. In the 4th quarter, Plano East with a 34-13 lead. They lead by 3 touchdowns, holding the call against Plano East, and we will replay first down.
Good to see Berkner still playing hard, getting after it on defense. Big play there. Get the tackle.
Tristan Nest wide to the right. The widest of 4 receivers out there in the formation. Inside give on 1st and 20 is going to be a 1-yard loss. So there's really just not any running room for Lyday on that play, knowing that Panthers are probably going to run the ball.
Yeah, they're trying to eat up some clock. This is definitely a running situation. Had your outside linebacker coming in there hard off the corner to make that play from the backside.
Inside of 100 seconds we go in the ball game. Panthers about to improve to 3-0 on the year. Shotgun set, 2x2 spread on 2nd down. And very long. Lyday, though, with some running room, takes a hit, still on his feet inside the 25 and down to the 21-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play. And it's going to set up third down as we go inside of 75 seconds remaining in this one.
Tough run there. Took a big hit, but bounced right off and picked up another 5 yards thereafter. Showing some toughness there.
Travis Gibson, the junior linebacker. 6'5" linebacker.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Just wait till he grows into that body, right? 2x2 spread. 50 seconds and counting remaining in this one. Snap back, give to Lyde, and right into the arms of Gibson he goes. He's going to throw him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Sets up fourth down, and I'm sure the offense will probably stay out there on the field to run another play as we go down now inside of 30 seconds. Let's see when the officials signal the ball ready for play.
I got to tell you, Thomas, I've been really impressed with Gibson here from Berkner. He's made a lot of big, strong tackles this evening.
And a nice job by the officials there. This game is already in the books. They wait to start the play clock until after. The Panthers don't have to snap it again, and the Panthers will actually, offense will head back over to the sideline. It's a final, folks. 5 seconds left on the clock. 4, 3, 2, and 1. The Panthers win it 34-13 over the Berkner Rams. Excellent all-around effort for Plano East tonight. Every phase contributing to the 21-point win here at home for homecoming and in memory of Zachary Shaw. Step aside for a break. 34-13 your final score. Plano East with the win over Berkner. Coming up on the Flat Shell Auto Service and Repair Center post-game show, we'll have a visit with head coach Randy Jackson of the Panthers. Have some final stats, and we'll wrap things up from Kimbrough Stadium. Once again, your final score, 34-13. Plano East with the win. They improved to 3-0 on the year. Come back for the post-game show in the Rodenbos Flooring America and Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football on AM 1160 KBCE Highland Park, Dallas-Fort Worth's Business Authority.
This program is produced and broadcast with the permission of and authorization from the Plano Independent School District. It is under the direction of and is copywritten by Sports Sounds Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, including any or all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Sports Sounds Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Sports Sounds Radio and SportsSoundsRadio.com. This is a Sports Sounds Radio presentation.
Rodenbos, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbos offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbos backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbos, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Creative, spontaneous, passionate. These are words that Lisa Feldhaus of Lisa Feldhaus Photography uses to describe her approach to life and photography. Lisa specializes in fine art portraiture, and high school senior portrait photography is one of Lisa's favorite venues of expression. Lisa offers top-quality professional service and a satisfaction guarantee. Connect with Lisa online to see her inspiring work or make an appointment at facebook.com/Lisa Feldhaus Photography. That's Lisa, Felthous Photography.
Shell experts here to talk about the protective shield you see at Shell stations all over the country.
Featuring us.
It's there to remind you that no other gasoline protects your engine better than Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Now with 20% more cleaning agents than before.
Performance-robbing gunk doesn't stand a chance because your intake valves and fuel injectors are protected.
Actively shielded.
Hence the big protective shield here.
So try Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines today. No other gasoline protects.
For quality auto service and repair, See the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service at 2208 Midway Road in Plano doesn't do just oil change and lube service. You can keep your car, truck, or SUV running right with regular preventive maintenance of brakes, wheel alignment, AC systems, and more. They now sell all major brands of tires, and their chief mechanic is SAE certified with 20 years experience in auto repair. Family owned and operated, Quick Car Willow Bend is committed to making sure your family members are treated like their family members. At 2208 Midway Road, just south of Plano Parkway in Plano.
And welcome back to the Flat Show Auto Service and Repair Center post-game show on the Rodenbaugh's Flooring American Appliances presentation of Plano East Panther football. Big win tonight for the Panthers, 34-13. Thomas Lee, Kyle Sims up here in the booth. Let's send it down to the field. And Perry Watkins is with the victorious head coach of the Plano East Panthers, Randy Jackson. Take it away, Perry.
1 second. We're trying to get situated down here and figure out where we're going to do this.
So we're waiting on Coach Jackson. He's glad-handed and smiling. And let's throw it down. Perry's ready. Take it away.
All right, Coach, you played 3 quarterbacks tonight, and they all had some success. Would you like what you see out there?
Yeah, I thought all 3 of them did some good things, and it's nice to be able to have a kind of game like this where we can get all 3 kids some experience.
Yes, sir. And every side of the ball also looked to be playing pretty good. Offense, defense, and special teams. Did you have anything you want to stress for the next week going in with so much success?
Yeah, we were a little sloppy in some things that I felt like maybe we weren't last week. So there's some things we'll watch film on and really need to clean up. And, that's kind of how it is early in the year.
How'd you like the tempo of this offense or all the plays you guys ran this game?
That's kind of one of our deals. We're going to tempo people and try to wear them down for the second half. And I think we kind of got them a little tired tonight, and it makes it a little easier to run the ball in the second half.
Definitely. So what do you think the biggest key to success this entire game was?
Well, probably just the fact that our kids kind of stayed. I thought our defense played better in the second half. I think our kids' tempo, us wearing them down in the second half and able to run the ball better in the second half.
All right, good luck to you the rest of the season, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Randy Jackson, the head coach of the Plano East Panthers. And special thanks to Perry Watkins for helping out tonight down on the sideline, doing a great job for us. But back up here in the booth, Thomas Lee with Kyle Sims. And you and I could put on our coaching our visors, if you will. And I'm sure we could pour through the film and the dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of plays that the offense ran tonight and find some things to work on, because we can be critical, but as a layman up here in the stands, man, this was a pretty awesome all-around effort for Plano East as they continue to get better each and every week, and that's the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, they continue to get better throughout each and every quarter. And just like Coach Jackson was talking about down there, that the element of the tempo and the pace of the game and then the high-paced offense really begins to pay huge dividends third and fourth quarter. And I thought that was the case tonight, and really well-executed game plan by the Plano East Panthers.
What do you think of that offensive line? Because this offense was clicking on all cylinders all night, whether on the ground or through the air, and it seemed like they could do whatever they wanted to do, but it all starts up with the big five up front.
It absolutely does, Thomas, and I was really impressed with two things in particular. Number one, the athleticism of the O-line. These guys moved really, really well. And we're not talking about some small guys up there. These are big dudes, and was really impressed with their footwork, getting downfield, and the athleticism. And then also just how smart they were. They picked up a lot of Berkner threw a lot of different stunts and twists at him, and offensive line did a great job picking those guys up. Didn't really see a whole lot of blown calls on the front five.
This is a big offensive line from high school standards, 268 pounds per man across the front, highlighted by T.J. Henson at left tackle at 290, Frank Boudreau at left guard at 280, and Ben Bishop at right guard at 280. You got those three. I mean, that's NFL size. Well, if you're the Denver Broncos of the 90s especially, but that's some pretty big size. And like you said, they do have to get out in space with this offense to be able to lead the way for some of the extended sweeps and draws that they run.
Absolutely. They can't just stand there and push other guys around. That's part of what they do, but at the same time, got to really be athletic and get out there, especially with as many screen plays as Plano East runs. You're always going to have a couple of your linemen getting out in front of your receivers and getting downfield and making blocks. So excellent job, and it's evident to me that they've really focused on their footwork and their athleticism here in the offseason. So really impressive showing here by the Plano East offense and especially up front.
All right, we're going to step aside for a break. When we come back on the Flat Shell Auto Service and Repair Center post-game show, we'll have final statistics, our play of the game, and we'll wrap things up here from Tom Kimbrough Stadium. Once again, your final score, Plano East with the win tonight, improving to 3-0, 34-13 the final over the Berkner Rams. You're listening to the Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football here on KVCE.
Located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Quick Car Willow Bend Lube and Service at 2208 Midway Road in Plano doesn't do just oil change and lube service. You can keep your car, truck, or SUV running right with regular preventive maintenance of brakes, wheel alignment, AC systems, and more. They now sell all major brands of tires, and their chief mechanic is SAE certified with 20 years experience in auto repair. Family owned and operated, Quick Car Willow Bend is committed to making sure your family members are treated like their family members. At 2208 Midway Road, just south of Plano Parkway in Plano.
Peak Physical Therapy of Plano was opened in 2007 by colleagues and longtime friends Steve Cole and Steve Long. The Steves, both Steves, call the East Side home. Peak Plano sets itself apart by providing cutting-edge techniques and technology delivered in a fun environment. The secret is out. Quality health care is now close to home.
Thanks, Plano, for your support since 2007.
Now come see the Steves.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org. Wide right, Malik Simmons. Slot right, Anthony Mariello. Wide left is Sansom. Franks slot left. Now Mariello moves to a wing back on the right side. Snap back. Play action fake. Thompson steps, fires down the right side. Has a man caught in stride, still on his feet after taking the hit. Sansom down the sideline. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Plano East. What a strike by Miles Thompson as he loads it up. Great job of absorbing the hit after hauling in the ball by Sansom as he takes it 63 yards for a touchdown. And that's our play of the game. The pass from Miles Thompson to Denham Sansom. And a huge touchdown that really put this out of reach as the Panthers move to 3-0 on the season with a 34-13 win over the Berkner Rams. Homecoming going on down below us right now. You hear the cheers in our crowd mic, and I'll tell you what, Panther fans are going to be cheering quite a bit after Alex Sturring gets through going through our game statistics on this one. It was a game where a whole lot went right for Plano East just about every possible way. Wouldn't you say, Doctor?
Thomas, I definitely would here, especially after tallying it up here from the first half to the next. It's going to look really good for the Panthers. Let's start with Berkner first. 17 first downs, 247 yards rushing, 24 passing, 271 yards of offense. Like Coach Jackson said, the defense did play better as the game went along. 2 interceptions and a fumble for 3 turnovers for the Rams. 4 penalties, 20 yards, 20 minutes, 46 seconds time of possession. For Plano East, 26 first downs in the game, 156 yards rushing, 394 yards passing for 550 yards of offense. Did have the 3 fumbles for their 3 turnovers, 11 penalties, 78 yards, and 27 minutes, 14 seconds time of possession. Going individuals here for Calvin Jones, quarterback for Berkner, 5 of 7 passing for 24 yards, had 111 yards on the ground and a rushing touchdown. Jalen Terrell, the leading receiver, he had 16 yards receiving on 2 catches, and Kadarius Edwards, the leading running back out of the game for Berkner, 12 carries, 88 yards. For Plano East, starting quarterback Miles Thompson, 20 of 27, 255 yards and 2 touchdowns. Keith Long, the backup, 11 of 17, 92 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Denham Sansom, as we saw for the play of the game, he had 6 catches, 113 yards and the touchdown. Malik Simmons, 5 catches, 84 yards and a touchdown. And Anthony Mariello, 9 catches, 83 yards and a touchdown. For Russian attack for the Panthers, Lionel Wills, the leading rusher, 11 carries for 79 yards and a touchdown. Backup Jaquan Douglas had 49 yards on 10 carries. So overall, like I said, the offense started to get going in the second half, and we saw big totals in terms of yardage, but still stuff to work on. Just can't wait to see these guys go from week to week. Once they get this offense a little more figured out, they should be pretty dynamic here, especially given what we've seen here with 3 explosive receivers and 2 dynamic tailbacks.
Absolutely. Excellent job tonight, Doctor, as always. That's Alex Sterling, the Director of Statistical Information for Champion Sports Radio. And to your point, not only are they trying to install Randy Jackson's offense, he is the head coach, he is the play caller, he is the architect, but Coach D'Lo, as they call him, Eric De Los Santos, he's got a whole new defense that he's trying to get in there and get these guys really playing sound, fundamental football on both sides, and that's going to be something that's going to be interesting to see how that goes as we get further on into the season. One story that I started to talk about there in the fourth quarter and didn't get to because the game, sometimes gets in the way of good storytelling, but over the summer during that week of 2-a-day practice, and Coach Jackson, who is one of the best coaches in the Metroplex on Twitter. I mean, he is constantly motivating his kids, monitoring his kids, watching what they're doing, getting on them on Twitter. So he tweets out, he's like, that was the worst practice I have ever had in 14 years as a head coach. Terrible. Tomorrow, you guys, it doesn't matter what number you wear. It doesn't matter what you think you play offense or defense. Everybody's going both ways. Everybody's going to get out there and mix it up. And ever since then, they've really turned it around. And it's just unbelievable how this team has come together, just building from that point. You got to break them down to build them back up, I guess. But that whole notion of everybody's going both ways, is that something that you had to experience?
Yeah, absolutely. I can completely identify with that, Thomas. And credit Coach Jackson there for some strong leadership and saying, hey, I don't care, what you've done up to this point. Nothing's going to get done if we don't come together and play as a team. And it was definitely a team effort this evening. And so one of those hallmark moments, one of those defining moments in this young season actually occurring in two-a-days. And it's really neat to see how that's worked itself out tonight with all three phases of the game being executed on by the Plano East Panthers.
One big sticker, or they've got an award wall basically right outside the locker room. They have players of the game, hard hit of the game, all these other little things. And one of the big goals each and every week that's on their goal board is to run 75 offensive plays. And tonight, 84. And they kind of took the foot off the gas there in the fourth quarter. I think they probably could have hit 100. And when you think about the fact that the high school game at just 12 minutes a quarter is only 48 minutes, it's pretty astounding because, hey, the other team's got to have the ball some too.
Absolutely. Incredibly astounding. And just like you said, probably could have squeezed in 100 plays had the game not gotten a little bit big of a disparity there towards the end. And really speaks to the conditioning and just how crisp and how well coached this offense is for them to be able to do that. And credit the Plano East defense. They play a role in that as well, giving the ball back to their offense to get out there and run that many plays.
All right, we're going to step aside for one final break. When we come back, we'll take another look at the scoreboard, find out what's going on all over stadiums in North Texas. We'll have our player of the game. We'll wrap things up here from Tom Kimbrough Stadium. Once again, your final score, 34-13, Plano East with the win over the Berkner Rams. You're listening to the Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliances presentation of Plano ISD football on KVCE.
Rodenbaugh's, located at 102 West Main Street in Allen, has all of your appliance and floor covering needs. Rodenbaugh's offers expert sales and installation on carpet, wood, ceramic, marble, and vinyl flooring. The appliance showroom displays state-of-the-art name-brand home appliances. As always, Rodenbaugh's backs up their knowledgeable sales with factory-trained service technicians. Rodenbaugh's, Allen's oldest business, family-owned and operated since 1962.
Don't put off the things you know you should do today. Start a financial strategy with AXA Advisors so you can prepare for the things you need tomorrow. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA, SIPC.
I got it when my internet here was faster than at my office.
I got it when I uploaded a gigabyte of photos. I literally wanted to say, did you see that?
When people switch from cable to Verizon Fios, there comes a moment when they get it. The difference 100% fiber optics makes.
I saw that picture. I really got it. I can enjoy the game better at home than going to the stadium.
I got it when our apartment became the apartment.
Once you've got it, you get it. But don't take our word for it. Ask a friend or a neighbor and see why millions have already switched to Fios.
Shell experts here with a pitching machine and a shield to demonstrate the importance of protecting your engine.
Think of me as an engine. The Shield is new Shell gasoline with 20% more nitrogen and rich cleaning agents than before.
And the baseballs are gunk that attack intake valves and fuel injectors.
Come on, gunk, is that all you got?
Gunk is out of here.
New Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. No other gasoline protects your engine better.
For quality auto service and repair, see the folks at Flat Shell on Preston Road at I-635.
Hi, Rusty Gentry here for Toyota Plano. Toyota Plano is a proud sponsor of the PISD athletics and academics. We're proud to support the community. We're right on the corner of George Bush and Preston Road. That's Toyota Plano.
Quaker Steak and Lube is a proud supporter of Plano ISD Athletics. You can't get your oil changed here, but you will find the best wings, burgers, salads, and more. This football season, don't forget to pick up your tailgate party platters before the game. Then head back after the game for the official after party. Every Tuesday, come on out for all-you-can-eat wings, $2 off with your student ID, and meet Dallas Cowboys Morris Claiborne, located in Plano at Highway 121 and Parkwood. There's always something happening at the Lube.
Hi, Rusty Gentry here for Toyota Plano. Toyota Plano is a proud sponsor of the PISD Athletics and Academics. We're proud to support the community. We're right on the corner of George Bush and Preston Road. That's Toyota Plano.
This program is produced and broadcast with the permission of and authorization from the Plano Independent School District. It is under the direction of and is copywritten by Sports Sounds Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, including any or all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Sports Sounds Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Sports Sounds Radio and SportsSoundsRadio.com. This is a Sports Sounds Radio presentation.
Welcome back one final time here to Tom Kimbrough Stadium. Thomas Lee here with you along with Kyle Sims. Special thanks to our entire broadcast crew here tonight. Matt Broom back at the KBCE studios doing a phenomenal job fighting through some technical difficulties tonight. Really want to give a shout out to him doing some great work back there. We very much appreciate it. Final score once again. It's a winner tonight, winner chicken dinner for the Plano East Panthers, 34-13 the final. And before we wrap things up and choose our player of the game, it is time to before we select our player of the game, we're going to take a look at some of the action from around the area. It's a lot of big games here tonight. Time to get you caught up on all of them. We're going to start off in District 10-5A. Where the Panthers are going to be sitting in a tie for first place after tonight. Thanks to the big win, they moved to 3-0 with the aforementioned conquest over Berkner tonight. How did Allen do? They came in 2-0 as well. No problem with Richardson, 52-7 the final in this one. They kind of put it on cruise control in the second half. Allen with 215 rushing yards, 261 passing yards, holding Richardson to just 238 yards of total offense. Once again, Allen loaded, and that showdown coming up to start district play on October 11th between the Panthers and the Eagles will be a big one. Plano had the week off, so Allen, Plano, and Plano East will all stay atop the standings right now, undefeated us thus far in the season. McKinney and Plano West came into the week with just one loss and trying to keep pace with the big boys on the block. Were they able to do it? Well, let's take a look and find out. Last night, Plano West with a 35-17 win over South Garland. McKinney Boyd gets their first win of the year in a 51-9 win over Garland. Meanwhile, McKinney with a come-from-behind win. They win at 20-10 over the Nimitz Vikings. Take a look at some of the other scores all over the Metroplex. Lake Dallas 38-20 winners over the Newman Smith Trojans. Guy or too much for Marcus as they're trying to put the pieces together. Another knee injury to Cole Irwin sidelines the Marauder signal caller, and Geyer with their all-everything quarterback Gerard Hurd headed to Texas. Big night for the Wildcats, 35-17 the win over Marcus. Jesuit back on the winning track with a win over Houston. Straight Jesuit 35-13. Little Elm 66-12 win over R.L. Turner. Centennial in the fourth quarter leading McKinney North, but the Bulldogs are in the red zone. 43-27 the score there, so it is a two-possession game. We'll try to give you an update on that one before we get out of here. J.J. Pierce 3 points better than Wakeland at Toyota Stadium. 26-23 the final there. The Eagle Mustang, well, it wasn't for the Richardson Eagles tonight. We already told you the Allen Eagles with a 52-7 win. Skyline leading Bowie. We thought this was going to be a good one, but the Raiders had other ideas as the Volunteers fall 52-28. That game's still going on in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Timber Creek defeats Creekview by 3 points at the Keller ISD Athletic Complex. Colleyville Heritage with a big win on the road over Dane Johnson's Flower Mound Jaguars, 45-7 the final in that one. Seagoville 15-9 winners over Crandall tonight. Also a final. Denton Ryan, not a final yet, but it's going to be soon. Denton Ryan 37-10 lead over Wiley East in the fourth quarter at Wiley ISD Stadium. I can see the lights just off in the distance, south and east of where we're sitting here at Tom Kimbrough. Mesquite Horn leading Duncanville 38-27. Shocking, Duncanville's been rolling people thus far this year. But the Horn Jaguars slowing down that potent Jeff Dykes offense tonight. And Horn with 11-point lead in the fourth quarter. Irving MacArthur with a win tonight for my boy Kyle Sims over here. 14-7 over the Haltom Buffaloes. Other scores around the area. Hillcrest 31-13 winners over North Garland. Midlothian falling to Justin Northwest. The Texans with a mild upset at Midlow, 21-16, the final there. Keller with a win over LD Bell, 20-0 as the Blue Raiders fall. Arlington Lamar, touchdown better than Keller Central, 35-28. And Hebron, a touchdown winner tonight, 30-23 over Keller Fossil Ridge. Special thanks to the Dallas Morning News for all their coverage and allowing us to bring you the scoreboard updates throughout the contest. Scoreboard updates brought to you by Quick Car, Willow Bend Lube and Service Center. As I bring in Kyle Sims one final time, and time for our player of the game. And talking about this off air a little bit, Kyle, and we both kind of arrived at one name that a lot of eye-popping stats throughout the ball game, but there was a guy who was very instrumental to keeping those drives alive.
Yeah, absolutely, Thomas. You know, this player of the game could have gone to a number of different guys tonight on both sides of the ball, but as we talked, really came down to keeping the chains moving and keeping critical scoring drives alive and punching in a touchdown of his own. Anthony Mariello with 9 catches, 83 yards for the evening, and a lot of those catches coming in big critical third down situations to keep drives alive and make a major contribution to this Plano East win tonight. So again, a lot of qualified candidates, but Anthony stood out above the rest.
Yeah, he was sensational. Anytime they needed a big catch or needed a big play, he was there to move the chains. Now, you get some eye-popping stats for a lot of these other guys. Miles Thompson was great. And Keith Long played very well at quarterback as well. And as we've mentioned before, we're giving it to Mariello, but that offensive line, really and truthfully, if you could chop it up 5 ways and dole it out, they're the ones who deserve it after really a near-perfect performance tonight. Every time they needed some running lanes, it was open, and every time the quarterbacks needed time to throw, they had it, thanks to a very strong performance by the offensive line.
Absolutely, and you know, as a former offensive lineman myself, I was tempted to do that, but really, really big contribution by all the big guys up front, and as we've talked about now on multiple occasions, really impressed with the athleticism, the endurance, stamina of the offensive line tonight. Great job protecting the quarterback and picking up some big yards for their running backs.
All right, that'll do it for us here from Tom Kimbrough Stadium. We remind you to tune in next Friday night where it'll be our first chance to check out J-Don McCullough's Plano Wildcats as they host the Naaman Forest Rangers and a sensational rushing attack. That Chicago Maroon defense is going to have their hands full for sure. And it's going to be great to see Plano get out and mix it up and get back on the radio. For the first time this season, our 4th broadcast of the year. We'll be back with Plano East in 2 weeks as they take on that team out of Florida from Venice. That's right, Venice High School in Florida. They're coming all the way here to Clark Field. And Coach Jackson, when I talked to him earlier in the week, is really excited about that opportunity. Not often do you get to go up against some of the big boys from out of state, but Plano East only had 9 games scheduled. They had a hole, and gave a lot of credit to the athletic department here and Gerald Brentz, the athletic director, for making that happen and getting that team here. And it's going to be an awful lot of fun at Clark Field in a couple of weeks.
Sounds like a fun one. Anytime you get a chance to play someone outside of the normal rotation, always an exciting opportunity.
So once again, our final score tonight, 34-13, a big win for the Plano East Panthers. Special thanks to our entire broadcast crew back at the KVCE studios. Matt Broom doing a sensational job. The Dr. Alex Derling, our statistician. On the sideline was Perry Watkins. For my color analyst, Kyle Sims. My name is Thomas Lee. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's Rodenbaugh's Flooring America and Appliance presentation of Plano ISD football. The Panthers moved to 3-0 with a 34-13 win over the Berkner Rams. For all of us at Sports Sounds Radio, at KVCE, and at Champion Sports Radio, we appreciate you tuning in. Tomorrow on Champion Sports Radio, we got a doubleheader for you featuring Cedar Hill taking on Beaumont Ozen, and then Trinity and DeSoto. So check us out, championsportsradio.com, for a Saturday doubleheader delight. For all of us, once again, have a great night, folks. We appreciate you tuning in. My name is Thomas Lee. We'll see you next time.
The dudes have envied him for so long. Oh, Superfly, you're gonna make your fortune.